Yeah, this is another driving video, but I have to record it now, otherwise it'll just fade away. These moments when I get a soul signal from within there, they can be missed so easily. But anyways, I wanted to converse about a video that I was watching earlier this morning, and it was titled "The Twin Flame Journey is a Deception," and it can certainly seem that way because it's a brutal journey, at least in the beginning. If a person stays looping in the trauma and in the hurt and doesn't go within in acceptance and practices self-love, then yes, twin flame journey can feel very much like a deception. These videos and stories and experiences are intriguing to me because you see people from the New Age leaving New Age to go to Christianity and Jesus, and you see Christians leaving Christianity and going to something that looks like New Age, different mystical paths, spiritual paths. And you see that happening all the time. It's like a crossing of paths. And it's interesting to me because I have experienced both sides. And I don't want to get caught up in the surface conception and analysis of, well, which one is the right path. I tend to go deeper instead of just judging right and wrong, which is the right path, which is the wrong path, which is deception, which is truth. I don't even deal with the topic on that level because that's mental. I go deeper. And I ask myself, why? What is behind this judgment? What is behind these choices? And why would somebody say, the twin flame journey is a deception? Or why would somebody say Christianity is a deception? The element of deception is based in a subconscious fear on either side of the experience. Whenever we resort to the awareness of judgment, that we need to judge something as right or wrong, we have fallen from a level of consciousness. And usually there's fear at the basis of that. And the reason of the fear is because we have experienced a temporary disconnection from consciousness, from our divine consciousness. We have fallen from that consciousness. We have momentarily fallen from the awareness that I am. That I am one with Source God. And in our mental dimension, we are experiencing that as a disconnect. And because we've disconnected, we've fallen from that higher consciousness of the Christ mind. I am Christ. I am Source. And have dropped into one of the mental layers of the ego. We are experiencing a fear that we could possibly be deceived. We are experiencing a feeling of feeling unsafe. Something feels unsafe, uncomfortable to us, and we feel, quote unquote, lost or deceived because of this discomfort level. But this is all taking place in the dimensions of the mental, the psychological, the emotional bodies, because we have fallen from the awareness that we are one with God. And so then that leaves space for fear to come in. And then that fear generates the judgment of, what if I'm wrong? How do I find the right path again? And we gauge that usually by the measure of peace that we will feel from the choice or response that we choose and make. And so, for instance, take the Christian that has worn out their religious experience of following Jesus and obeying God and believing the Bible. When that is worn out and exhausted, and we make a choice for a different spiritual path, and we will initially experience an uplifting, comforting, peaceful emotion and feeling with that, then our mind will judge that as the truth. But it's outside of the realm of out of the realm of the mind where it chooses right or wrong. It has to do with consciousness. We are experiencing a level of peace, which is an elevation in frequency, in vibration, and in consciousness. And so that becomes our truth for the duration until we start feeling fearful and doubtful and unsure again, and these feelings of discomfort encroach upon us again, and our mind begins to question, am I on the right path? As soon as our mind asks the questions, we have fallen from the consciousness of oneness, the awareness that I am God in the flesh. I am source consciousness. I am that I am. We have dropped from that back into the separated mind that judges good and evil based on our fearful feelings. And so the same holds true for the New Ager that decides to run back to Jesus. Yes, you have a spiritual encounter, an astral encounter in the higher dimensions of your mind, of your being, with Jesus, all depending on the subconscious programming that you may have received as a child. You have that encounter with Jesus. It brings you momentary relief and peace, and your mind will judge that, I have found the truth, all based on the vibration or feeling that you feel in the moment. You feel relief, you feel peace, you feel light. This must be the truth. Again, it's just a matter that in that moment you were elevated into higher consciousness and higher vibration, and so you are feeling the vibration of truth. You're feeling the vibration of light. It makes you feel good. And these vibrations have nothing to do with the choice of spirituality or path that we initially choose and identify, like Christianity or New Age. These things have nothing to do with the vibrations that we're feeling on the inside. And that's the only way I can explain this crisscrossing of paths is individuals just falling out of higher states of consciousness, falling into the lower states of fear, doubt, uncertainty, insecurity, and that's when our mind will go wandering, looking for the path of the higher vibrations again. And you can, like I explained, you can experience that through Jesus momentarily, or you can experience that through the twin flame journey momentarily. But the point is, can you maintain the high vibration? And what is the basis for the high vibration? It is love, it's self-love, it's self-acceptance, and realizing and remaining in the consciousness that you can never be separated from Source God. We only feel this anxiety and this fear of deception when we drop out of that consciousness. And that's when people go searching for truths. You are the truth. You just dropped out of the consciousness of that truth momentarily. I hope this makes sense. It's certainly been an interesting topic that I had to make sense of, and this is the only way I can explain it.